Hey everybody, so my wonderful girlfriend helped me set up this neat thing called OBS that will allow me to record my screen and record better quality audio for these little composing videos. Say hi, Nikki.
Hi, I look ugly.
You do not look ugly, you are beautiful.
No.
Yes, you are.
No.
Yes, you are.
Okay, fine, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so last we left our heroes in this track called Snake Charmer's Lair. The track sounded something like this. So that's our track so far. How does everybody love that ethnic flute? I absolutely love this sound. It's from a library called So yeah, that is an incredibly cool sound. I really dig that sound. But we need to continue on, and I heard one little thing that I'm slightly picky about, and this is just a sketch template right now. I will later go back and record everything again with more care. But right now I'm just trying to get the notes down and to get what plays what note down to just kind of get an idea of what the song is. This is the writing template, the sketch template. And I will later go back and make everything sound really nice by carefully playing all the drums and all the instruments. But I want to try one thing, and this is just a little picky thing, and I might even leave this out, but these Metropolis Arc basses, but I think I might be able to layer up one of these short note samples with this and be able to get that attack that I want. So I'm going to turn my microphone off for a second and see if I can record that in. Okay, so that whole ordeal with me adding the new track of the Metropolis Arc low strings was just so I could have a separate volume knob. That's really the only reason why I did that. But that is very important. I think it's very important because, like, I didn't want to change the volume of the one track, and I didn't want to do anything funky like automation where, like, I have to move the fader up and down. I mean, I will do that when mixing. I will do that if I'm finishing up a song and I deliberately want this one part to come out. I will, like, manually go in and raise the volume. But for, like, this sketch and stuff, I don't really want to do that. Like, I just would rather just add another track and call it octave short accent and just kind of have that. Because for just using this as the short note part, that's the right volume, but that's too loud for doubling something for an accent. So I added another track. So you can listen to this and see if it makes a difference. I think it makes a difference because it got rid of something that bugged my ears. I wanted that bass part to come in just kind of gnarly, like wah da 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 da. That probably sounded stupid, but oh well. Making music. Hi, Nikki.
What?
Wave at the camera.
No, I'm ugly.
You're not ugly, you're beautiful.
You need to stop being so cute.
I can't.
Hi, people watching us. Sorry if this is boring
I don't think it's boring. I think it's exciting.
or mushy.
Or it may be boring. I don't know. You decide.
Annoyingly mushy.
All right. I think we'll get back to music now. But I added that.
Okay, of course.
I added that accent at the first. So. Like without it, it's not a huge difference, but like without it. But with it, it comes in like this. It's a tiny little thing, but I think it's a thing that matters because I wanted it to come in on a hard attack instead of a wah. I think there's a big difference between wah and wah. You think there is?
Well, yeah, because one's much more louder and powerful, and the other one's just kind of.
See, my girlfriend's smart. Okay, so continuing this track on, and I may get cut off today because I'm getting kind of close to a guitar lesson that I have to teach. I'm also a guitar teacher. A lot of you may know that actually know me in real life. But to the people that just know me on YouTube, I'm actually also a guitar teacher. Okay, I know what should happen now. Like, we've got to restate the main melody and make it super epic sauce. Like, unbelievably gigantic, ginormous awesomeness. Am I even saying English words right now?
Epic sauce makes me hungry for some kind of. Epic sauce reminds me of some, like, special sauce. It makes me hungry for a burger now.
Well, we're having burgers tonight, and that reminded me that I forgot to make my custom burger sauce at lunch.
I'll do that for you. That, and I loved how, like, you mentioned you were a guitar teacher and followed it up with that epic music to kind of go with the fact that I'm a guitar teacher.
Bah. There's a guitar in the first of this song. Actually, would some electric guitars be cool in this later?
Maybe
almost maybe like a big guitar solo. I don't know. Maybe that'll be too much.
Like I said, you can experiment with that and see how
Right.
it goes.
So, first thing to build the next section, we got to start with our... I have something in my eye. Got to start with the big bass drum sounds. I did use Drums of War booms, and like I said in the last video, I almost didn't put Drums of War in my template, because I'm like, oh, Drums of War is old, and it's not good anymore. But then I went through like all my like low boom, deep subby drums, and that was the drum I wanted. Think I may... Let's see what else I've got. What do the Junkie XL booms with all the mics in sound like? I actually saved several separate presets. Like in Hans Zimmer percussion, I kind of determined that like the low booms, like the Hans Zimmer and Junkie XL low booms, like just with the close mic, they kind of sound like this, which is a good sound for a lot of things. But like I kind of experimented with like pulling all the mics in, like the room mic and the far away mic, and it sounds very different. That's the same drum, so close mic only. And then all the mics. I actually think that's the one I'm going to use. And I think I just need one hit, really. I'm not even sure I had to play that in, but I felt like it. Maybe a little louder. Okay, cool. How often do these happen? So every other measure, so. Okay. Alright, so the next thing we've got are our low drums. We had Hans Zimmer Taiko Ensemble going before. I think I want to move to something bigger now. What about the Junkie XL mix of that? I don't recommend splurging on like all of the deluxe editions or professional editions of the Spitfire libraries, but for Hans Zimmer percussion, I actually highly recommend getting the full professional edition, because you get not only the mixes from Hans Zimmer, but you get the mixes from Junkie XL, which is former electronic musician that's also... He's scored a lot of films. He's worked on Mad Max Fury Road, and he made the music. He helped make the music to Batman vs. Superman, the new Tomb Raider movie. A lot of stuff. You get mixes from Alan Meyerson, who, if you've seen any movie credits, I actually saw some movie credits last night and saw Alan Meyerson's name in it. Very famous movie sound mixer. He did some mixes, and the guy that runs the studio, Jeff Foster, the guy that runs the studio that Spitfire actually records in, he also has a set of mixes in there. So you get value in getting the deluxe edition of Hans Zimmer percussion. Let's try this and just see what it sounds like. I don't know. I want bigger. Let's try the Pt.2 Taikos. See what those sound like. These aren't as deep, though.
If you want bigger, you could always fart into the microphone.
I don't think that would work. A real answer, though, would be if I want bigger, I could always layer it with a lower drum. I don't know. Let's try these ATO Tycos and just see, because I'm probably... That's my favorite so far, actually. Let's see, the Metropolis Arc Percussion Ensemble, like, I was messing with this the other day, and it's actually really good. I don't know exactly what kind of drums these... I guess it's more taikos. It doesn't really say, it just says percussion, but... But you kind of have, like, like, you have some subby hits, and you have, like, some low drums, kind of a mid-range drum, and, like, a sort of high drum, and like a very high drum. Sounds like a shimmy daiko to me. Alright, let's try this and see what that does. That's the one. Alright, I'm gonna record this. Okay, and I played some 16th notes in that. I don't know if I'm keeping those or not, but... You know, I think I'm going to do another pass just recording it, just the two eighth notes. And I think I might layer a smaller drum over the top doing those kind of faster stuff. Something like that later. Let's try this. Actually, I think that's all I need. Let's quantize to eighth notes. I do a little less quantizing in the production project than the writing project. But quantization is a necessary evil, I think, with MIDI, because MIDI is not exact and perfect. MIDI can be slightly off because of a thing called latency in the computer. Okay, I think that works. I think this needs a lower layer under it, though, so let's experiment with some stuff. I was messing with the Hans Zimmer bass drum gallery the other day. I think it's like a bass drum far away. Let's see what that does. No. That is not what I want. I was using the Junkie XL low booms, the close mic, as the layer under it, and that's one of my favorite things to do with that, but now that I'm using the Junkie XL low booms with all the mics, I'm kind of a little iffy about it. Okay, I think I know what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to hit this on every one of the beats that my actual, like, bass drum hit on the same drum doesn't hit. Let's see if this works. It will probably work if I actually play it right. Okay. Okay. I think that sounds pretty good. Do a quick cleanup on eighth notes. What do you think about that?
Think about what?
These big drums.
They definitely have a powerful edge to them.
They do. And you're actually witnessing me building a big section.
Cool.
Yeah. This is what it looks like when I build bigness. So what are we missing? Alright, so we definitely need some ticky stuff, and I'm actually kind of... Wait, I just recorded my dialogue. I recorded 4 takes of dialogue? Really? I'm very much not used to having a mic. Alright, I'm going to shut the mic off for just a second and record some ticky stickies. Alright, cool. And for those of you that didn't watch my last stream, I actually explained what these are. These are this is the Damage Armageddon Ensemble that you get with Native Instruments Complete Ultimate. And it's a wonderful ensemble of drums. Like, in this new template, I was able to split it all into separate patches so that I can mix everything differently. But it has these cool bass drum sounds down below, and then it has these like kind of big drum set tom sort of sounds. You keep going up, you got these like toms with brushes that are kind of good for... Actually, that wouldn't be a bad option for the next track. You got some snare drums, and you got these like sticks on rims kind of sounds. I think that's great. I think the Damage Armageddon Ensemble's great, and I think if you're just getting into composing music, Native Instruments Complete or Complete Ultimate. Complete Ultimate, you get damage, but in Standard Complete, you get a lot of other stuff. Definitely buy that first, and definitely, if you bought Complete Standard like I did first, definitely upgrade to Complete Ultimate before you just spend a ton of money on other libraries. Because Complete and Complete Ultimate include a lot of stuff that will save you a lot of money. Alright, so continuing on with this. Alright, cool. I think we need a mid-range sort of drum. We previously used the Hans Zimmer bombos. And no, I'm not mispronouncing bongos. It is actually a type of drum called bombo that's from, like, South America somewhere. I think that that's kind of weak, but it might work. Let me try. What about the Junkie XL mix of the same drum? That actually works a lot. Just when you want to get bigger, you just use the Junkie XL mixes instead of the Hans Zimmer mixes. Oh my goodness, that's too much. That sounds stuffy. It's like giant little drums. Like, it's like it. I just kind of pictured that going from like 8 players to like 500. It didn't sound that dramatic when I just did that. Oh well. Alright, so we need a mid-rangey sort of drum. Wait, these are low drums. Why am I actually still in low drums? Oh, well, okay. Somehow I switched into mid-range drums. The Pt.2 mid-taiko? What does that sound like? I actually used one in the Armageddon ensemble that I thought sounded pretty good earlier. It's a little woofy and stuffy. Taikos can sort of get that way sometimes. Like, that's a problem. Like, for the longest time, I wouldn't put the Junkie XL Taiko ensemble in my template because it had a lot of that kind of woofy, kind of low mid sort of sound that I didn't like. But I put it in there now because it works. So let's actually try these Damage Armageddon Ensemble brush toms. Just playing toms with brushes, I think, because I actually think that might be what... What do we think about those? What, the kind of cutting out every once in a while? Yeah. I think that works better too. It gives it a little more variety. Right. Okay, so I gotta go all the way up here and turn my mic off. Some of you, if anyone watches me that regularly streams this kind of stuff, let me know a tip for how to deal with the dialogue mic. Because it's kind of annoying to have to scroll around and turn it on and turn it off. So I think that's pretty good. I experimented with some little fills at the end with those, but I don't know if they work on that. Like, I'm actually kind of halfway thinking like a snare or some snares might be cool doing that thing. And I might save that for later. That would maybe be a good. This. I think I'll figure out that out later in the song when I actually want that. Even like the Armageddon Ensemble normal times going da da doo doo would maybe be cool. Alright, it's getting very close to when my student's supposed to show up, so I think I'm about to end the live stream today. It was kind of short, but it's important because this is the big drums of the big part, and that's kind of important. I'm not really sure yet if I want to do a B section to this song or not. I don't know if it's that kind of song. I may, but I haven't quite decided yet. But I knew that this needed to be like the big A melody, and then we will either go into a B melody, or we will figure out some way to make it loop, or we will figure out some kind of ending. I don't know what we're going to do yet, but this is a fun little adventure that we're on. Alright, well, thanks for watching, everybody. And Nikki thanks you for watching.
Thank you.
And we thank Nikki for getting me this cool software set up so that I can do this. And I'll All right, I will see you next time.